Walmart has just declared an emergency, and it's worse than anyone could have imagined. This isn't just some boring company news. It's a huge red flag that affects every single person watching this video right now. So, stop whatever you're doing and listen up, because what I'm about to tell you could make or break your future. Folks, we're not just talking about a simple shortage of toilet paper or hand sanitizer here. Walmart, the biggest store in America, the place where 1 out of every $12 is spent, has hit the panic button. And when Walmart panics, we all need to sit up and pay attention. Why are they freaking out? It's a perfect storm that's been brewing for years, and now it's about to hit us all like a freight train. We're talking about supply chains falling apart, people buying up everything in sight, and Mother Nature getting ready to unleash her fury like never before. It's a recipe for disaster, and Walmart knows it. But here's the really scary part. Stores all over the country are running out of the things we need to survive. Water, canned food, first aid kits, they're disappearing faster than you can blink. Some Walmart stores can't even keep these life-saving items on the shelves. Can you imagine going to the store in an emergency and finding nothing but empty shelves? It's happening right now, and it's only going to get worse. Remember when we all thought the supply chain problems were getting better? Well, think again. Since COVID hit, stores have been fighting a losing battle against delays in shipping and not enough workers. But now it's reached a point where even Walmart, with all its money and power, is struggling to keep up. You see, Walmart usually runs on a system where they only keep just enough stuff in stock. It's called just-in-time inventory, and it usually works great. It keeps prices low and makes sure you can get what you need when you need it. But these aren't normal times, folks. This system is falling apart right before our eyes. When everyone rushes to buy things at once, the shelves go empty faster than Walmart can fill them. And in times of crisis, that could mean the difference between having what you need to survive and going without. But wait, it gets even scarier. We're staring down the barrel of what could be the worst hurricane season ever. The weather experts at NOAA are predicting more storms than usual, and Walmart is scrambling to get ready. They're sending truckloads of water and canned goods to areas that might get hit. But here's the million-dollar question. Will it be enough? And more importantly, will there be enough for you and your family when disaster strikes? Now, Walmart wants you to think they've got everything under control. They're training their workers to handle emergencies and deal with panicked customers. But let me tell you something they're not telling you. They've never had to do anything like this before. Ask yourself, why would a huge company like Walmart suddenly decide to change the way they handle emergencies? What do they know that they're not telling us? We went out and talked to real people shopping at Walmart, and what we heard sent chills down our spines. One person said, "I'm glad Walmart is getting ready for emergencies. It makes me feel better knowing I can get what I need if something bad happens." But not everyone is buying what Walmart's selling. Another shopper said what we're all thinking. It's pretty scary. Why are they talking about emergencies now? What do they know that we don't? But this isn't just about Walmart, folks. This is about every store in America and how they're going to keep us alive when things go south. In the last few years, we've seen how quickly everything can fall apart when we can't get the things we need. Hurricanes, wildfires, pandemics, riots. Each disaster has shown us just how fragile our whole system is. And now, with Walmart sounding the alarm, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready for what's coming next? Here's the cold, hard truth. We're standing on the edge of an economic cliff, and Walmart might just be the push that sends us over the edge. Think about it. When the biggest store in America says they're in trouble, it's not just about them. It's about our whole economy. It's about jobs. It's about prices. It's about whether or not we'll be able to afford the things we need to live. Let's break it down. Walmart is in almost every town in America. They employ millions of people. They set the prices that other stores have to match. When Walmart sneezes, the whole economy catches a cold. And right now, Walmart isn't sneezing. It's having a full-blown economic heart attack. What does this mean for you? It means the recession we've all been afraid of isn't just coming, it's here. and it's going to hit harder and faster than anyone thought possible. We're talking about jobs disappearing overnight, prices for everyday items shooting through the roof, small businesses that have been hanging on by a thread finally closing their doors for good. But it gets even worse. Remember how we said Walmart takes 1 out of every $12 spent in stores? Well, when people can't afford to shop at Walmart anymore, that's a sign that our whole economy is in deep trouble. We're not just talking about a little economic downturn. We're talking about a full-blown, keep-you-up-at-night, Great Depression-style collapse. And here's the kicker. Walmart's problems are just the tip of the iceberg. Their emergency declaration is like the first warning siren of an economic tornado that's about to tear through every city and town in America. When Walmart can't keep its shelves stocked, it means factories are shutting down. It means truckers aren't delivering goods. It means farmers can't sell their crops. It's a domino effect that's going to knock down every part of our economy, one by one. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at the cold, hard facts. A study from a few years back found that when Walmart comes to town, it actually hurts the local economy. We're talking about $13 million in lost economic output over 20 years for each and every Walmart store. And it gets worse. Each store also causes $14 million in lost wages over the same time. That's money straight out of hardworking people's pockets. And this isn't just old news. Recent studies show that Walmart is still driving down wages in the places where they set up shop. Sure, you might save a few bucks on your groceries, but at what cost? Your job? Your neighbor's job? The future of your entire community? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But wait, you're saying. Walmart's low prices help people save money, especially when times are tough. And you're right, sort of. It's true that more people are shopping at Walmart to try and stretch their dollars as prices for everything go up. Walmart even reported that their sales went up by 6% recently. But here's the problem. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Sure, those low prices might help in the short term, but in the long run, Walmart's effect on wages and local businesses is like a slow poison in our economy. It might not kill us right away, but it's making us weaker and weaker day by day. And now, with this emergency declaration, Walmart is basically admitting that the poison has reached critical levels. They can't keep up the illusion anymore. The house of cards is about to come crashing down, and we're all going to be buried in the rubble. So what does this all mean for you sitting at home watching this video? It means that the economic disaster we've all been dreading isn't just around the corner, it's knocking on our front door. And when it comes barging in, it's going to turn our lives upside down in ways we can barely imagine. We're talking about a world where your money becomes worthless overnight, where the job you thought was secure vanishes in the blink of an eye, where the shelves at every store, not just Walmart, are empty of the things you need to survive. Can you picture it? Empty streets, closed stores, desperate people doing whatever it takes to feed their families. It sounds like something out of a nightmare or a movie, but folks, this is the reality that's staring us in the face right now. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to be a victim of this economic tsunami that's about to hit. You can prepare. You can protect yourself and your loved ones. But you have to act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Here's what you need to do, and I mean today. First, you need to put together an emergency kit. And I'm not talking about a couple of Band-Aids and a flashlight. You need enough food and water to last at least a week. And honestly, given how bad things are looking, a month would be better. Get canned food, dried food, anything that lasts a long time. Don't forget water. 1 gallon per person per day. And remember, if you wait until everyone else is panicking, it'll be too late. Next, you need to think about medical supplies. Get a good first aid kit. Stock up on any medications you or your family need. In a crisis, you might not be able to get to a doctor or a pharmacy, so you need to be prepared. Don't forget about other essentials. Flashlights, batteries, a hand crank radio so you can get news and information even if the power goes out. And here's something a lot of people forget. Cash. When the economy tanks, ATMs might not work, credit cards might be useless. You need cold, hard cash to buy the things you need. But preparing isn't just about stuff. It's about knowledge and planning too. You need to stay informed. Follow the news like your life depends on it, because it just might. Sign up for every alert system your community offers. Know what's happening with the weather, with the economy, with everything that could affect you and your family. And speaking of family, you need to have a plan. Where will you meet if something happens and you can't get home? How will you communicate if cell phones don't work? These are questions you need to answer now, not when disaster is already knocking on your door. But let's think even bigger. This Walmart emergency isn't just a warning sign for you as an individual. It's a wake-up call for our entire society. We've become too dependent on big corporations like Walmart. We've let them control too much of our economy, our food supply, our very lives. So here's what we need to do as a community, as a country. First, we need to support local businesses. I know their prices might be a little higher than Walmart, but every dollar you spend at a local business is a dollar that stays in your community. It's a dollar that helps your neighbors keep their jobs, their homes, their dignity. In the long run, a strong local economy is going to be a lot more valuable than the couple bucks you save shopping at Walmart. Next, we need to start thinking about how we can become more self-sufficient. Can you grow some of your own food? Can you learn skills that will be valuable in a crisis? Things like first aid, basic repairs, even self-defense might become crucial if things get as bad as they could. We also need to start holding our leaders accountable. Why have they let companies like Walmart get so big and powerful? Why haven't they done more to protect our economy, our jobs, our future? It's time to start asking these tough questions and demanding real answers. And here's something else to think about. We need to start rebuilding our communities. Get to know your neighbors. Set up community emergency plans. The stronger our local connections are, the better chance we have of weathering this economic storm that's coming. Now, I know some of you might be thinking this all sounds a bit extreme. You might be tempted to brush it off, to think it can't happen here. But let me tell you something. That's exactly what people thought before every major crisis in history. Nobody wants to believe that their comfortable world can be turned upside down. But it can happen. It has happened. And all the signs are pointing to it happening again, right here, right now. Just look at the evidence. Walmart, the biggest retailer in the country, is pressing the panic button. Supply chains are falling apart. Natural disasters are getting worse every year. And now, with this emergency declaration, we're seeing the first major cracks in the foundation of our entire economic system. This isn't just a little economic hiccup. This isn't a temporary setback. This is the beginning of a fundamental shift in our world, and if we're not prepared, it's going to sweep us away like a tidal wave. But here's the thing. Knowledge is power. Now that you know what's coming, you have the power to do something about it. You have the power to protect yourself, your family, your community. But that power is only useful if you use it, if you take action, if you start preparing right now. So here's what I want you to do. As soon as this video is over, I want you to start making your emergency plan. Write down what you need. Figure out what you're going to do in different crisis scenarios. Start stocking up on supplies. Have those important conversations with your family and your neighbors. And don't stop there. Share this information with everyone you know, your friends, your family, your coworkers. Post it on social media. Spread the word however you can. Because the more people who are prepared, the better chance we all have of getting through this in one piece. Remember, this isn't just about surviving a temporary crisis. This is about being ready for a whole new world. A world where the old rules don't apply anymore. A world where being prepared and self-sufficient isn't just a good idea. It's the only way to survive. The clock is ticking, folks. Walmart's emergency declaration isn't just a warning sign. It's the starting gun of a race for survival. And right now, you're at the starting line. What you do next could determine whether you and your loved ones make it through what's coming. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to bury your head in the sand and hope for the best? Or are you going to take control of your future and start preparing now? The choice is yours. But remember, every second counts. The emergency has been declared. The warning signs are flashing. Walmart has shown us that the economic apocalypse isn't just coming, it's already here. Now, it's up to you to take action. Stay safe out there. And remember, in times like these, being ready isn't just smart, it's the only way to survive. If you found this information important, and let's face it, it could save your life, please give this video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. We'll be bringing you more urgent updates as this situation develops. And believe me, you're going to want to stay informed. Until next time, stay alert, stay prepared, and stay alive.